What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about everything reef tanks, ups and downs, all the great stuff. And now we just added an additional tank, this Waterbox Cube 20. So today's video is going to be update. So let's start with the Cube 20 and let's begin. All right, so this tank looks like it's been running for months, years, but what I did was, I told you guys before, I was going to take out some of the corals from that one and put in this one. I was gonna do SPS, but like that, I just started understanding how to care for SPS in that tank, and doing it in a nano is gonna be like really challenging for me and time consuming. So I just thought, let's just do soft corals, LPS, zoanthids in here. So pretty much took all those corals from the other tank and brought them in this tank. And I also swapped out the newly cycled rock from this tank and brought some seasoned rocks. Pretty much I had no option because the corals were already like attached to them, so it was kind of easy. And I did it in a way in that tank where it wasn't connected to any of the main structures, so I could just easily remove it. Parameter wise, alkalinity is kind of high, it's like at 9, but nutrients is really low, so I dose some nitrates and phosphates in here, and I'll check on it in a few days and see how things go. But this tank, I'm gonna keep it like super low maintenance. Let's just see what happens with this. Let's talk about what's going on in the filtration system and give you guys a little update on the nanomat. All right, nanomat working at 100%, and I finally got the new fleece in there. So this thing's been, look at that, it's already going to work. So that's thumbs up. Sea Chase skimmer 150 shark, Sea Chase shark 150 skimming away. Look at that, boom, done, no problem there. So the problem we had before was with the fleece filter or nanomat and the return chamber. So I put the auto top all back where I like it, kind of higher up. And what I did was I ramped up the return, and it's just been working fine. So the water is just flowing really well. The only thing about this is before it rolls, so after it rolls, obviously gonna be a fresh fleece down there, and the water level is gonna come up because it's kind of like blocked before it goes. So once it does, it'll just cover this, but it'll cover it like right like above it, and that's it, and then it'll just evaporate. So that little fluctuation is not changing the salinity. This is at 1.025, and I check it multiple times a day just to make sure when I was first doing this, and it was fine. So like right now it's good. See that? It's at, let me try to zoom in. See right now, looks good. But once it rolls, it's gonna cover this. So let me see if I could do that right now actually. So let's see, let's roll it a little bit. You see it? Slowly covering it up. And it'll pretty much submerge the whole thing, but that's it. So once, obviously you'll evaporate the water level, that thing will get dirty again, and then it just go back to normal. That's the only little weird thing it does, but overall, it's really nice not having to mess with little filter floss, filter sock. That is amazing. I wish I could get something and put it in there. I just didn't like that clear filter fleece that I had in that tank because that thing, the sensor was weird and I just couldn't get it to work. And I ended up breaking it, so yeah. As far as the light, we're with the Aqua Illumination Prime 16 Reef, and this tank, it's lighting it up enough for these corals. If I was to do SPS, it probably wouldn't have worked because this thing has a hot spot like in the middle. It'll be like 200, and then on the side it's just like really low. I'm glad I don't have to buy another light, and we're doing this and we're good to go. That is the update on the Cube. So let's go to the Oceangaurd. To be honest, there's not really much to say about this because everything's been kind of rocking and rolling other than like this area right here. So this is where that zoanthid little rock was here. So that's swapped out, and then this rock is in here now too. It kind of looks weird, but it's not connected to anything. We can always move it around. I already got coral placed on it. This looks like a hot mess. Overall, it's fine. As far as parameters, magnesium and calcium consumption is pretty like, is going up, I believe, because the last two ICPs, after I corrected it, and then the following one, it started consuming it again. So I'm gonna do one more and see what the trend is, and I might start dosing a little bit of magnesium and calcium and see what that does, and then do the follow-up ICP and go from there. Also, I don't know if it was in my last video, I mentioned where alkalinity consumption was like crazy high, is going up like crazy. Was not the case. I was like, man, I have this calcium reactor dialed in where it's gonna be like steady, keeping my alkalinity somewhat like stable. And I was like, why is it dipping like that? And I thought the consumption was going up. So I'm like adjusting the drip rate and this and that. Come to find out, the pump on the calcium reactor stopped. It like randomly does that, I don't know why. So you just gotta like unplug it and plug it back in and you can hear the pump rolling in. So that thing went offline for like 4 days and didn't even realize it. I think one of my kids like, I don't know what they were doing over there, but probably messed with the wire or pulled something and then it kind of like messed it up. But that was the reason why the consumption or the alkalinity was tanking, because the thing wasn't even working. So calcium reactor definitely doing its job, at least I know that. And yeah, so we're good. It wasn't tanking. I was like, there's no way alkalinity is gonna be like cranking like that in a tank like this where it's not like massive colonies of SPS. What's weird is once you remove like flowy corals, like this side, we're good, right? Like you can see it's moving, you got flow coming here. Honestly, if it wasn't for that GSP wall, on that side of the tank, it would seem like there's no flow because I had 2 torches on that side and you could tell like it's waving back and forth. So I was like, okay, there's a good amount of flow. But right when I removed those, it looked like there was no flow on that side. And I honestly looked at my MP40 to make sure they're running properly because that side of the tank just looked dead. Like look at this side. Don't mind the GSP wall. Like you see here, you can see, okay, some kind of movement. And then you come over here and it's just like, everything is just still. I'm just like really happy with the coloration right now. Phosphates at 0.21, just still high. So if I bring that little down, I wonder what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna even be better. Nitrates are at 16. I'm back to dosing some of that. And phosphates, I'm dosing like 1 ml. I don't know if that's even doing anything, but I'm just gonna keep it like that because everything just seems to be working well. Before we end this video, I just want to give you guys a quick update on the IND-AF4 frozen fish feeder. I feel like I had it for a few months, so I can give like a better review on it and not some BS that it looks cool and it feeds frozen food. Okay, so probably like 2 things. One is loud. That's a lot, like multiple people asked me this. Today I even got a question about how loud it is. It is quite loud. Like if you don't mind something going tuck, 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 like loud, like where you could hear all over the house, for like 2 minutes, then you'll be fine. Even if you put in the cabinet down here, I think you can still hear it. Sound's probably gonna bounce off the back wall and even be louder. If you could feed it through a different room, if you have it like that, then that. But if you don't care and you just want food, frozen food and the convenience of that, then the noise is not gonna be an issue. Second thing is this in here in the cup, the water level. So the water level doesn't go down like just automatically, but it does go down, meaning like there's some condensation in there. So that causes water to leave, and you need to watch the water level in there like maybe once a week and make sure there's enough water in there and just top it off. But other than that, it's good to go. I filled this up, I don't know why I keep taking this off. Filled this up like 3 days ago, and with feeding and everything, that's how much is down there. It's probably like that way down there. It's terrible lighting in here, but yeah. So if you do get it, that's the only thing. It's loud and you just gotta top this off with water. And depending on how much you're feeding, if you're filling it up every week, once a week, then you should be fine. But if you're filling it up like twice a week or once every other week, then you're gonna have to check that little container out. Last thing before we go, I wasn't aware of this. That's why I'm pretty sure like people that buy it, they're not aware of it. When you buy this standalone, it automatically is set up to feed 1 feeding per day. Like that's it, 1. And if you have a controller and you want multiple feedings, you have to buy another accessory, and it connects to whatever controller you have. And that's how you get the automation of multiple feedings. So if you didn't know that, just be aware that you gotta buy another part, and that will give you multiple feedings. But if you just buy this alone, you're getting 1 feeding a day. All right, guys, that is it for the update. But I haven't done an update video in like a few weeks, so there you have it, guys. Everything that has been going on, and yeah, so get your parameters in check if you want SPS to grow, pretty much, and don't mess with stuff. Don't start buying extra stuff because you think extra things are gonna make your corals grow. No, It all goes down to the basics. You're probably gonna hear this and you're probably not gonna listen and go and buy this kind of food, that kind of food. Nothing's gonna do that. Save your money, get those parameters in check. Catch you guys on the next ride.